Alright, hello everyone, this is Civ Nerd here with another playthrough of Civilization 5 Brave New World. And I am going to attempt to do a deity, no save scum, standard continent, standard map size, everything game with a random leader. And, it's much easier to win in a game of Civ 5 when you save scum, that is for sure. So anyway, let's go. Okay, cool. Mongolia. I've never played as Mongolia, which is cool. I'm gonna skip this intro. I assume most people that would watch this have seen this a gazillion times. Okay, and I'll fix any audio issues or whatever in between parts, videos. Okay. Hey, let's look at Mongolia's strength. They have a city-state combat bonus against city-state. I know that, plus 20%. Doesn't seem very useful, but you never know. Okay, let's see. Boom. Genghis Khan, yeah, Mongol Terror. Plus 30% combat strength when fighting city-state units or attacking the city-state itself. All mounted units have plus 1 movement. That's pretty cool. And he's the leader of the Mongols, who have the Keshik. The Keshik. This Mongolian unit replaces a standard knight. It possesses strong range attack, increasing movement, range, and militia. Okay, so here's the deal. This is a knight replacement that has what? Some abilities. Can move after attacking. Right, may not melee attack. Great generals. One, right? It can. It can create generals faster. Does it say how much faster? Well, it earns promotions 50% faster, and unit battles also contribute double the amount of points. Okay, so double the amount of points towards Great General. Cool. And this must be the plus 50% bonus for units. Now, it's curious. I wonder if this is for... I'll have to look this up in between games to see if this is for units that... like, how many tiles adjacent do they have to be? I don't know. Anyway, and then the Khan. This Mongolian has a Great General replacement. Oh, that's a knight. Okay, while providing the same combat bonuses as the normal Great General, the Khan moves at an increased rate. You can heal adjacent units. So it has 5 move, and it has a medic promotion, leadership. So let's see. Nice. That's like a double medic promotion, plus 15 additional HP. That's really good. That's cool. And, I haven't played as Mongolia. I've been saving them, really, for a playthrough, so it's cool that I rolled them. Improves combat effectiveness of nearby land units. Okay, well, in between games, I'll have to look up the actual mechanics of those bonuses, as far as the actual math of how they work. But I probably won't generate a Great General by the end of this point. So, but you never know. We start on a grassland hill. I always really like that. That's great. I like to start on grassland. I can see that we have wheat and incense. We're on a river, and we have furs, so that's cool. We have 2 large trees on the river, on a hill. We have some forests to chop for potential wonders, and our immediate tiles aren't so great, obviously. I mean, the wheat is 2 tiles out. I'll turn off the hex grid, and production focus your cities. You want to do that to min-max, get the most out of your cities. We'll start with a scout. I've been playing so much Epic, and I'm already starting with the excuses. I've been playing so much Epic and Marathon lately that it's weird to go back to standard turns. And I do believe that standard is more difficult than Epic and Marathon. Okay, now our warrior. It looks like Flatland is going to be this way. I like to take my units towards Flatland. It gives you the most vision. And we're looking for ruins and city placement early in the game, and that's what we found. We'll go here first and cover some land that way. I can see, it looks like either well, it's hard to say. Maybe it's forest. It's hard to tell by the pattern there. And go here and take the ruin. What do we get? Pottery. Nice. That's cool. I mean, we got it on turn... yeah, cool. On turn 2. Turn 2 pottery. Sometimes you get that pottery ruin and you get it at... with a turn to go or whatever. So that's cool. Now we can get animal husbandry, which is really nice because actually we want to know where our horses are. We want a 2-1 tile and to work early. That cattle is unfortunately a tile out of range of our capital. Okay, I didn't see that was a river there. I was gonna cross the river to take the sheep hill there. I may still do so. but it would kind of cause quite a bit of movement. Let's see, what type of, okay, that's on a jungle hill. Let's go ahead and move a tile this way, see what we can see. Okay, well that makes my decision much easier. We're going to go here and cover a little bit. Okay, yep, just more jungle. And then we'll take, I try to, you know, maximize the vision. Like I could have actually probably gone to this grassland and into this plains tile, but I think we'll get the vision from that plains tile regardless when we step on this tile here, which we do, and we get a spearman. I do actually like unit upgrades. I think they really come in handy, you know. They're not maybe as immediately as satisfying as culture or population, but they're very beneficial. Now, where am I tempted to take my scout? I see a lot of jungle up north. I do want to scout my immediate vicinity for ruins, and I sort of see my warrior coming in a circular pattern. At the same time, this could be extremely hilly terrain, and I'm actually tempted to take my warrior west immediately. So I think I'm going to do that. That doesn't kind of maximize his scouting. And at the same time, I don't want to miss out on any ruins, so let's kind of go a little bit south first with our scout, and I see some tundra, and then we'll take him east. And we'll choose production. Let's see, we now want okay, here is actually our first critical decision. Now, because I'm playing I'm trying to play by the way, let me just make sure that I'm actually recording, that I actually hit the record button. It would be kind of funny if okay, yeah, I did. That's cool. I'm playing a no save scum game. I really don't want to, I love, I play a lot of Liberty and whatnot, but this land, the immediate land on a hill river with a couple unique luxuries, it just kind of calls out tradition to me. That's definitely the safer bet, and I think because I'm going to go tradition, despite the combat bonuses of the Mongols, I will now start on a second scout. Usually if I'm going Liberty, I go scout, monument, scout to get to the free settler quicker. Okay. So let's go ahead and produce a scout. Just making sure, is there anything I haven't done? I don't believe so. I'm only getting 2 gold per turn, so I won't be able to buy most of the tiles now. Actually, I'm tempted to take my scout further south towards the tundra, because there's often ruins in tundra, and actually cross this river. Yeah, because it actually looks like fairly decent flatland around here as well, and it looks like it is. So let's go ahead then and take our scout south. Okay, so there is coast, and there's a city-state there, so let's meet them on the next turn, and then we can start to take our scout. Take our scout west. I know east and west, but for some reason in my brain sometimes the actual words don't come to me. But I swear I know my cardinal directions. Okay, let's go ahead and meet the city-state. Of course, I guess we want to meet it in the most efficient way possible, which is if we're going back west, we probably actually want to go here first, and then I'll go here, and then we'll start our scout. And okay, and maybe I should take this hill actually, but I'm just I want to take that hill on the next turn. Yeah, actually this is starting to look, maybe what I'll actually do, I've changed my mind, so maybe that wasn't the most efficient movement with my scout. Well, maybe, we'll see. Let's just take next turn. I should be paying attention. I'm so busy talking that usually in my games I'm always looking up those notifications. Looks like no pantheons have been founded, and we are set to production focus, so we'll grow out to the hill. Our citizen will work the hill next turn, which is cool. We'll get the production from that, bring our scout down. Still is 2 turns, that's fine. We'll work the grassland. And, okay, let's think here. So our scout, I forget that we're on standard speed, so I'll actually get a scout very quickly here. So let's go ahead and actually take this hill, and it's looking very coastally that way. And then we'll take this hill here. Ooh, okay, cool. Lake Victoria within settleable distance. That is so rare for me. And look at the city around it. That's pretty great. Okay. I really don't want to screw this up, right? Okay. Well, we'll get a scout next turn. And I obviously will take this hill. Wow, look at this city. Incredible. Incredible city. That's great, and we're just going to use our scout then, just the rest of this coast. But I think, I never rush a settler, like never in games. And I guess that's what I'm just playing against the Deity AI, where it's just like, to me, hey, look, we met Panama City, nice. And let's keep going north. And start with the spearmen. Okay. So I think what I'll do is bring my spearmen a little bit around this jungle, and then have him sort of. Maybe we'll take a worker from Panama City with him, but we'll use this scout now to scout west. Okay, now let me think for a moment here what I want to do. I am tempted to rush a settler. I still have 10 turns till. I don't want to lose that spot to the AI, but it's very close, and if they do have a settler, they're just going to settle, I think, regardless of what I do. I want to grab a shrine because I'm thinking about faith from natural wonders. That just is kind of calling out to me. So, and I think I have time to build a shrine, maybe find a population ruin, because right now my only thing is I only have one hill and I don't even have the money to purchase out to a second hill. So I believe I'm going to build a shrine here. I want a religion. I need to secure that settlement spot, but I think I can get to 3 population before doing so. Maybe I'm wrong. This could be a game, not necessarily game-breakingly bad. I don't believe in that, especially against the AI, but could be bad. It sucked to lose that spot. That's a beautiful, beautiful city. At least in my games, I never see. Okay, so that is the coast. There's some fish. In my games, I rarely see Lake Victoria in a good spot. It's always in kind of like tundra, or not always, but a lot. And I don't have any I do have grassland horses, but it's 3 tiles out. It does make me glad that I went tradition, or that I'm going tradition 2, because I will get those horses faster in my capital. Okay, but we've researched animal husbandry, and now I want to get mining. I want to get mining because I want the ability to chop those furs for a settler, and also to get towards bronze working to find iron for producing settlers faster. Is my train of thought there. That's coast, okay. Let's go on the hill first, and then. Okay, so we've met the Dutch, and we will give them an embassy from Mongolia return. And okay, that's Rotterdam. No, I'm not going to steal that worker with my scout because it's only 5 combat strength, and that's a 13 combat strength city. Ruins, great. I would love for a population ruin. I mean, you always want one, but I'm also okay with not getting one. I'm thinking about this worker. Let's take the hill. Nice. We met Laventa, 8 faith, and we're first to meet him. That's really good. Okay, we're up to 118 gold now. We actually have enough to purchase that hill, but I really want to get that shrine out. I want to get. Oh, it's on the same turn. And I'm still not checking those. Usually here what we'll get is any pantheons, which we haven't received. But okay, I really do want to get this shrine out now for a pantheon, and I want to purchase that hill, but not yet. I want to grow to 3 population. Okay, well anyway, I think that's all I can do this turn. Culture or population would be nice, but I think population would be a bit better. I would like to steal a worker with this spearman, so I don't care about stepping into Laventa's territory. And now, here's the thing, if this is an upgrade, I sort of lose but I didn't. Ooh, population, wow, that's very lucky and cool. Alright, well now let's see. Okay, so this will get me a shrine in 5 turns. This will get stagnating in 4, and we do want to stagnate because we want to settle this city location quickly, so I think we'll work the 2 grassland and the hill, and then immediately start on a settler. this scout, do I want, well here, let's go towards Rotterdam and make our decision. I could scout around Rotterdam, but I think I want to find any more information within my more immediate vicinity concerning like Victoria, and maybe by using that scout to block a tile. It sure would be great if I had, oh, maybe I can buy out to those, but you know what, I might, no, I can't even, I don't quite have enough gold to buy, I know that. Trespassing. And let's see, probably here. And scout. I don't mind scouting the coast a little now. And more ruins, that would be great. Okay. That's a, okay, well, let's take this. Oh no, that's probably greedy. Let me think. I don't want to get, it's potentially, because I'm not safe scumming, I mean, theoretically, they could buy this tile and lock my scout out, right? So that would not be, without safe scumming, that would not be a wise move. Theoretically, they could do that. Although you could check their gold, I guess. They have 64 gold. That's enough, I'm assuming, to buy the tile. It's probably 55 gold. So we're not going to do that. And just got more ancient ruins. Okay. I believe we're ready for the next turn. Too bad that marble is one tile out. Eventually we'll grow to it, but it'd be nice if it were more immediate. Let's see, trespassing. Let's grab this ruin. And we discovered trapping. You know, I mean, it's, let's see, I mean, we have a camp resource. We grew out, by the way, to the incense, but we can't work that tile yet because we'd starve our city. Okay, so now there's probably a unit within that encampment would be my guess. Let's go here. I think we can, our scout can survive one hit and then hopefully get the hills, but that's actually a move that can easily get your unit killed, honestly. Oh, okay. I'm going to use the scout to scout this land, so we'll just kind of go up, see what we can see around Levento while we wait for a worker to hopefully spawn. And anything else on this turn? Nope. Alright, one more turn till a shrine, and let's first start with this scout. Okay, and meet the city-state Singapore. We're the first to meet them as well. Fantastic. Barbarian Brute, yep, did some damage, and oh, we got lucky. So far we've had kind of a string of good moves, you know, as far as our, oh, oops, there's a river. Oh. We'll scout a little bit more up that way. But string of good moves. Now let's see. What tiles do we want? Don't want next turn. We'll worry about that. And one turn to the shrine. So that'll get our faith generation rolling, and then we're going to start immediately on a settler. Okay, 15 turns. We're going to bring that down. Hopefully, let's see. We'll start by buying the hill for 65 gold. And this is actually, first I'm going to make my unit movements. I think I shouldn't be so quick to just move everything. I'm very guilty of that early game, late game, and what have you. I'm going to actually heal this scout because I'm not safe coming, so I'd like the scout to have healing. Okay, and not much there. I mean, there's jungle, which is nice later game, but we're just gonna go right there. I really don't care about ticking off the city states early. Honestly, I'm gonna steal a worker from one of them. So, oh, and before I click, well, I was about to click next turn. That's funny. Okay, so I made all my unit movements, and now I want to increase my production. We'll start here. That brings us to 8, and our settler down to 13 turns. Now let's go ahead and buy this hill and work the hill. And that brings our settler down to 11 turns. And I want to maximize my production. It looks like this is my maximized production as of now. And that's fine. That's fantastic. As 4 turns can be critical. We're talking about settling cities, so we'll go ahead and start on a settler. Anything else to note? We have 97 gold left, so we can actually probably purchase a hill on the next turn. I usually do not buy hills, especially early, yeah, I mean, I usually wait till 4 pop, you know, standard tradition strategy, or if I'm Liberty, I'll just wait till my free settler, even if there's a nice spot. Usually I won't rush it, which is probably strategically not the best way, honestly, but just how I generally play. Oh, okay. We actually got a Pantheon super early. I'm so used to playing on Epic and sometimes Marathon that it's actually that this part of tradition and standard gameplay is very nice. I should actually take a look around and see what I have. Okay, we have one, two, three, four, five sources of incense, which on paper is really good, but we're probably not going to work those incense very often, or at least in general. I mean, I don't mind plantation resources actually. But anyway, I'll stop rambling. I just, I know they're not considered ideal, but it is nice to have gold per turn. But in this case, I am definitely going to take one with nature. So if I lose this city spot, that really sucks. And of course, God King would give me, very immediate yields in a lot of ways, which is really nice. But my thought process is in the long term, the Lake Victoria will yield me more faith per turn, get me closer to religion. That's what I'm hoping. Am I making any mistakes? I'm sorry for this taking. Am I? I mean, I could get cool. Yeah. I think that, I don't know, the math might not really add up because, let's see, 10 turns on a settler plus how many turns to Lake Victoria? That's quite a few turns of faith that you're not getting, and it'll only take like 4 or 5 turns of one with nature, I think, to make up for that, right? So that's what I'm hoping at least. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go with one with nature. This is all sort of under the assumption we even get that city planted, right? But yeah, okay. That's everything on this turn, I think. Let's go ahead. Oh no. Now my temptation, let's see, so we're going to finish that settler in 10 turns and bronze working in 11. So really, bronze working won't even get us. But on the flip side, it's like I've already gone through, let me just think for a moment. What else do I need? I've already uncovered trapping. I always like early bronze working. I don't really see a downside so much here early on to grabbing it. Let's take a little bit of a jaunt. Okay. This is what I did not want to see. I don't really want to give him an embassy, which I like 100% of the time do, because I don't know how much it really influences the AI's desire to declare war on you. I'm going to give them an embassy, honestly, because I like gold per turn. Maybe this is strategically incorrect, but I'm sort of sticking to what I do. Let's see if I can buy a tile. Oh no, now at 110. That's not very nice. What do I have? 101. Alright, well, hey. 10 more turns till a settler. We'll be able to buy a hill shortly. Okay. I do like to. No, I don't really need to see. Okay, yeah, and look at that. It's coast anyway. What turn? We're at turn. Okay, and they're at 3 pop. A little bit more of the jungle. Then I need to send my spearman back. This scout is healed enough that I can uncover more land. And hey, look at that. The ruins. That's fantastic. And there's some really good land around here, honestly, which is nice. It almost makes me think that Liberty would have been a really nice choice here, honestly, but also I think tradition is just fine. What are we at? We're at 106 gold, and I thought there was something else I wanted to do here, but I guess not. I guess not. Alright, now. Scout. Sorry, I lost my mouse. There we go. I want to use my spearman. Honestly, it's tempting to keep going north. Could even potentially use him to steal a worker from Assyria. But I think it would be wiser to just use my scout, send you back, see what we can see. Let's go ahead and just grab the ruin here. Do we get culture? Oh, that's really sweet. Cool. Okay, actually, and I haven't. Yeah. Now let's go here. Okay, another ruin. Wow. Let me just take a look at this land. Now that I have a chance to pick a social policy because I was pretty set on tradition originally because I guess a variety of factors, and I still haven't built a monument. That's one thing to consider. My thing is, when looking at this map, though, is the amount of growth I can get, and even though I've been playing a lot of Liberty, it's kind of like for this game, I think tradition is more my comfort zone. Let me just kind of look at these cities here. I'm seeing a city maybe like on this grassland hill. This would be a beautiful, beautiful city, and you know what? With tradition, my borders are going to grow. Maybe this is me justifying. I'm going to go tradition, honestly, but with tradition, my borders will grow out faster to like those gems and these other really nice tiles. At the same time, with Liberty, it would give me these early hammers to actually attack the Dutch. That's something to really consider here. But I think we're going to go tradition. So with tradition, we get +3 culture in the capital, unlock the building of the Hanging Gardens, which is all good, all well and good, amongst many other benefits that we'll get. But the culture is very nice. It actually means these tiles will be, our city will grow out to these tiles quicker. Let's go ahead and grab another hill. The reason being, and I'll grab the one closer to the horses. I want my city to eventually grow out to those horses so we can use them for trading. And we'll work the production tile, get maximum. Does that actually save us turns on the settler? It does, so it was actually worth it to buy that hill. Sometimes you buy the hill and it doesn't save you turns. Of course, the overflow is nice, but still, okay. That's really everything here. And it will help us get that city settled faster, which will also, of course, get our faith per turn. What we need to do here, how close are we? Yeah, we want to prioritize the ruins here, I think. Look at this city location. Nice. Lots of really nice cities. We'll see if Levento will produce a worker soon. Maybe I have a problem with wanting to scout the coast. I need to be more disciplined. I'm glad I sent my spearmen back. It's just a lot of territory, a lot of rough terrain to send your spearmen through. I should be checking to see pantheons and everything else. Like here, I'm getting this notification someone's entered the classical era, and if it's somebody you know, you can of course see what technology they've entered through. But maybe because I'm streaming or whatnot, I'm a little bit more like, oh, I should play faster, because honestly, it can take forever. And again, I've been very lucky this game so far in terms of stuff like this. I mean, how many games will declare war? Let's actually take a look. Yeah, all right, they're religious, and this was the one thing I was like, oh man, that's too bad, you know, because you can befriend a religious city-state early, and getting that faith return rolling towards a religion. See, that barbarian's not being very nice. Well, he's making my life difficult to get those ruins. Maybe I can send the other scout eventually. But for me, I know better now that actually let's fortify the scout on this hill. If we take another hit from the barbarian, I believe we'll have enough experience to get our first promotion with that scout. Tempted to send this scout towards those ruins, but I also want to get some vision on Assyria. But actually, let's grab the ruins, even though it could be a faith ruin. So, and we can also scout this little area here, maybe potentially send this other scout east. So 5 turns till a settler, that's good. What's this say here? Probably that we're trespassing. Yes, we are. I know. It's bad. We're bad. Hey, this is pretty cool, you know. Like I said, okay, and we did get the promotion from being attacked. We, of course, need to survive. +1 visibility will actually help us with that. Now, I could go here, but I don't know what's beyond there, right? So this feels like more of a safe bet. Again, because I'm not, and same here, I can even get one more tile away from him, still see him, and now heal with my scout. Okay, we've, now, I could actually put the Mongolian special ability, so to speak, unique ability to use here, and I should have probably thought about that when considering attacking city-states and which one to try to steal a worker from. I could take this city. It doesn't really have. Let's see. It doesn't. My problem is, what does it have? It has cotton. Does it have? So it has a unique luxury, which is nice. In fact, there is something to be said about that. It does get us closer to the Assyrian Empire. They're very aggressive, but the unique luxury appeals to me. So should I stay at war with them? Maybe. Maybe if nothing else to level up my units. They're hostile as well. At the same time, yeah, I mean, at this rate, I suppose, why not? Except for the faith per turn. But I think I will stay at war with Laventa for a little while. I don't know if I'm making a, hey, look at that juicy worker, strategic mistake by doing that, but that's what I'm going to do. So with that in mind, I'll actually first move my worker. Okay, and where do, I don't like when I have the tile improvement thing on. Where do I want to move my worker? I want to move my worker to these firs, I believe, because I can chop that forest. And I'm going to move my spearman. He'll take another hit from the city, gain experience, but he'll be in rough terrain, which is better than the fortification bonus. What's nice is we've attacked this city-state 2 before. Okay, we've gained another policy. That's great. We're going to grab Oligarchy. That's garrison units cost no maintenance, and cities with the garrison gain plus 50% ranged combat strength. That's cool. When you can, you know, it's fine. Now, let's see if we can, I was going to say coming through the back door to grab those ruins. I'm going to heal the scout like a responsible Civ player. First, I'm going to move this worker here. Are there any barbarians? No. Now, I think because we already have 3 turns on the settler, I want to take one more shot from the city on my spearman, just to gain some experience. Although maybe it's best to just first get your worker back, honestly. You know what, and I have a settler coming out, so really, I should be a little bit more responsible with my spearman in this case. I'll remain at war with Laventa. I don't know if that's the right move. I'm feeling, okay, a pantheon was founded, goddess arranged. Okay, cool. That's plus 30% combat strength against enemies. Or, you know, plus 30% combat strength for your city, which is a nice bonus, actually. It sucks when you have to, when that's your neighbor. Okay, maybe that can't. Okay, let's go here, and we got a barbarian, or an archer, which is actually really nice. It's going to actually help with our escorting of settlers and our potential taking of Laventa early. And if you look at that, there is an archer. That's why you bring your units back. Look at that. Look at us being so responsible. So shoot the archer. And 2 more turns on a settler. I really want that city. I think the worry is the Dutch grabbing it. So what I'm going to do, let's see, how is our, okay, now that, I just don't care how I want to go about this. We are fortified. First, I'm going to attack, and then we will destroy the archer with our spearman. And we'll cross the river with our worker to chop this forest. That's the plan there. Now, what I'm thinking about with this archer is actually going here to help kill that barbarian brute. I think I'm going to do that. My other thought was to cover one of these tiles for Lake Victoria. I'm being pretty greedy here, you know, I mean, with that decision. So, okay, we'll get settler next turn. We'll stay working those hills to get max production towards... Okay, so we did, yep, we came toward, and now what we can do is go here, shoot, and destroy, and that gets our scout closer to a second promotion. We'll, of course, need to heal him again. We do have our settler now. I'm going to turn off, I especially don't like it for this part. It just, I don't like it influencing my, I don't know why I had it on. Oh, I think it's for road building in another game. I was just curious if I had a good suggestion. I don't like it for city settling. I just feel like it influences my decision too much. This grassland hill is the one that's calling out to me. I mean, I could be missing something here, but the thing is, the grassland hill. Yeah, this is the one. Let me think, because usually the benefits of grassland are being able to build stoneworks, but I actually don't see a quarry resource. I can't remember if there's another benefit of settling on ground, although and it's set on a hill. That's another benefit, right? These are plains. I was just trying to think of other benefits, which there might be that I can't even think of. Well, Mr. Settler, I want you to go towards that hill immediately. And now what I need to think about are my other cities, where I'm going to settle those. Do I want to build a settler next? What do I want to do here? Let's think. Because I feel like I like to get to 4 population before building another settler, so that might, for the increased science output. We go back to working our regular tiles, and then we build a granary. A granary, though, it's only +2 food towards our next settler, so I'm actually kind of considering, whether to just build more settlers. So let's see, where would I settle my next city after this Lake Victoria city? Because actually, this is a really nice city even further north, but I do need a defensible empire. I guess a coastal city here looks really good, and I can just get that going now, can't I? I mean, is there really any point to waiting to 4 pop to get one more? I don't think the granary at this point is even. I mean, this is what I'm trying to say here, guys. Also, I guess I kind of want. Yeah, look at where he settled Nimrod. See, that's annoying actually. That's okay. He has the right to do that, I guess, but I'm still annoyed. So yeah, I'm actually seeing kind of a 4-city empire, maybe actually 5 cities. Yeah, 2 coastals, 1 on this hill, 1 on this river, 1 on this hill, and we'll take Leventa and we'll rock a 5-city tradition empire. How about that? And I think there's no reason to just not continue to produce settlers. Now, okay, actually I didn't think about this, but that's okay. I need my settler to take that spot first. So I think we'll just hold with the worker and then move the settler next turn. There's no way to min-max this better, I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah. And who entered classical? Nobody that we know. Just one moment, sorry, but I want to just think, are there any things that would prevent me from building a settler? I don't believe so. I'm going to do it. We have 3 hills. That's what's nice, when you have 3 hills. It's just been so long, too, since I've played Tradition. So it's some of the timing can be, yeah, now I think maybe I'll bring this Scout Archer back just to kind of support my Spearmen in case there are more Barbarians. This city location is now more important. Will heal. I've heard, I should have looked at this up in between games, that if you hit Fortify until healed, you don't get the same fortification bonus, maybe, as if you hit Fortify. I'm not sure, I could be totally wrong. But my worry when I hit Fortify is forgetting about my unit. This worker, okay. Did I hit next turn? I did, that's cool. Put here, put here. And I can put a turn into a farm. And we'll want to move into that forest to help chop back the settlers. Unmet players under classical, and the Netherlands are protecting Panama City. That's fine. We are working all of our hills. Yep, we're all good there. Cool, groovy. Okay, Ashurbanipal and William have both entered the classical era as well as an unmet player. Let's see what they entered through. Optics is at 98. 121 on horseback riding, 118 on mathematics, and 118 on construction. So they've entered through mathematics and construction, it appears. Oh, meanwhile, okay, do we have any iron? You know, man, I tell you what, my horse and iron RNG stinks in this game. That's fine. That's annoying, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and grab. I'm kind of actually considering archery because I want to take Leventa pretty early, right? And oh, I do need to think about it. Yeah, and I already have trapping. And then for the incense, so I will need calendar. Uh, and my Lake Victoria city is going to grow very quickly, so I'm actually tempted to grab a calendar first. I just want to maintain my happiness first, and then I'll grab archery. Because, yeah. Actually, the only concern I have is when I run out of stuff to build in between. I also will probably need to hard build a worker potentially if I can't steal one. So maybe I go archery and then into calendar. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go archery into calendar. Get a cheaper tech first. And it just gives me a little bit more flexibility in case I need archers early. If I do misclick, like sometimes when I'm shifting between units, I'll hit E instead of W. I will reload for that because E is auto explore, and I have done that many times in my games. So, but we'll try not to do that. And now we need to move our worker. I'm glad I remembered. I'm actually remembering stuff that a lot of times in games I forget. Which is kind of funny since I'm talking and playing. I'm playing faster than I normally do, and I'm probably not playing very fast. Settler in 8, settler in 7. Chop the forest. That's 3 turns. That's funny. I just played a marathon game, so all this stuff's so fast now. Takes forever to do anything. Okay, this settler we want to go here. And yep, this is the best tile. We actually have a lot of sight here. So if I really wanted to min-max, I could, but I want to play it safe. I don't want to, technically barbarian encampments can't appear where you have vision, I believe. So this should be a completely safe settler. So, okay, I'll heal for a turn. And now I think maybe what I'll do with this archer, I kind of want to keep it close to home, honestly, just in case. And use the scout for scouting. So maybe what I'll do at the same time, yeah, I don't want to get it killed. Maybe I'll scout a little bit north. I'm just thinking about using it to take some shots at Leventa, but by the same token, I don't want to lose it. I don't want to get it killed, and because I'm not safe scumming, I can't actually. I could easily lose it, is what I'm trying to stammer out. What went? Probably Great Lib. Yep, Great Library. Who got it in a faraway land, and unmet players entered classical. Okay, let's actually move him here, just in case there's barbarians. There is an encampment right there, but yep, we can't be captured. It's all hill. Cool. And we could actually clear that encampment with the help of his spearmen and get some experience. So let's go ahead and do that, and hopefully one doesn't appear over there, which it probably will. Let's be realistic. This next forest chop will clear up this settler. Boom, chop the forest. See if you do that, you actually with forest chops with production it doesn't matter, but when you like create a farm, you just speed up it. You speed up your food and growth a lot more, if you repair or improve the tile that turn. And I know that you guys all, or I figure people that are watching this kind of probably know about stuff like that, but also maybe I'm assuming. And look at this city. This is sweet. It's like I hardly ever get to found cities like this. This is a sweet city. This is tight. This is what we want to do. We're at 0 happiness. I'm going to check avoid growth. I've got to work this tile though for the faith. Look at what a beautiful, beautiful city. And we'll start on a granary in this city because we're getting the faith per turn at the same time. Well, here, let's go ahead. Oh, let me think for a second. What are we actually doing? We can actually let's put the spearman in rough terrain. Put the archer here. Shoot. Shoot. Yep. And now we'll get the garrison bonus from having our archer garrison. That'll add 1 gold per turn, as well as city combat strength. And let's see, the citizens of Singapore become an easy at a barbarian encampment. Which one is that? Ooh, we definitely want to clear that encampment. And see, that's the thing. If I actually allied Leventa, I would be able to have sort of a buffer between me and Assyria. It's making me second guess taking that city, honestly. But I think I would like it. Yeah, I mean, it's got cotton. That's good. So, and a lot of jungle for late game. So, I think we'll keep that. We'll try to use the Mongolian bonus. And, but it would be nice for faith per turn, most definitely. And we'll clear this encampment for gold. And cool. Actually, I'm glad there's a barbarian there because you can get more experience. Okay, we've chopped that forest. And I think now let's go to this hill. I'm just thinking here for a moment. Oh, actually, you know what? First, I want to get happiness. First, well, let's see here. I want to settle this city. Where else did I say we're settling cities? Gosh darn it. On this river here. Oh, and maybe on this hill here for the marble. Although Karakoram will eventually grow out to it, most likely. Although it could compete with... but I want a coastal city to support this coastal city. So I think that's good. It's definitely overlaps with the capital, though. I wish there were more sea resources. Maybe settling on the incense and then buying out to the marble might be a little better in terms of just having more resources for this city. Then I would grab at least 2 bison, the horses. So I could consider that. But, you know what? I think what I want here, though, honestly, so with that in mind, I apologize, but I do just want to think about my last city here for a moment. I do like chopping out settlers too, so it's kind of like I want to... Even over here, actually over here to grab the truffles is another option. But I would like a coastal city to support this city, is what I'm saying. So, well, maybe one on the incense, but actually one over here kind of to block the Netherlands is very appealing to me. Okay, with that in mind, you know what though, I think I will start, yeah, let's chop. We'll chop the forest. We'll worry about happiness later. I don't worry about it so much when building settlers. Let's fortify, heal up. Move in here, shoot. Chop. Oh, hey, yo. I kind of forgot about this dude. I admit it. But he was healed up at least, right? That's good. We'll give Askia a embassy. And see, I would take that hill, but again, I don't want my scout to actually get locked out. I'm not safe scumming, so... you know, it's those kinds of things where I'll not min-max as much, I guess. Okay, and Pantheon founded, stone circles, that's fine, and we're generating 5 faith a turn, that's okay. And this is, we can move next to get the flanking bonus with our archer, and let's go ahead and go here. There's a worker. And other stuff. Okay. Oh, you know, I kind of moved my dudes a little bit away, didn't I? Wasn't really thinking about this old settler here. What am I going to do with him? Maybe we can try the old radar. Where I want to get him to is maybe here on this incense. probably closer to my spearmen would be better though. So, and I want to, where would I settle over here? Maybe on the ivory. He's not going to like that. But I need to claim, I want to claim those truffles. So, or on this hill. So I'm thinking either here, here, on the, actually let's see, on this hill, no, are those sheep in our capital already? Oh, there's a lot of good cities, or at least a decent amount. I wish I had my spearmen. I want to grab those truffles. That's the crux of this whole deal, right? I want to grab the truffles. I want to, yeah, that's the unique luxury for this city. So I want to make sure I grab it, even with tradition. This hill is calling out to me. It still could grab the sheep. It's on a hill, which I like, especially for defensive purposes. That hill is calling out to me, so I think I'm going to move my dude towards the hill. Now, next, since I'm chopping a forest, I'm tempted I could chop out a worker, but I think I want to get my 4 cities up and running as quickly as possible, right? So let's just grab our last settler here, which is now only 9 turns for the last settler, which is awesome. And we'll bring our spearman back so that we can escort him. Meanwhile, we did pick up, what did we pick up? Oh, archery. Now we'll grab calendar so that we can improve the incense. That's what we're going to do. Gashbalik, unfortunately, man, I'd love to grow that city. Okay, first of all, both units promoted. That's awesome. For the spearmen, we're going to grab drill 1. That's plus 15% combat strength and fighting in rough terrain, hills, forest, or jungle. And then for our archer, we're going to grab, this one, it can be kind of tougher. I like to look at the terrain around me. But for my first archer, I think I will go for, and also looking at Rotterdam, which is all open, but I think I'll start with and there's a lot of open territory around here as well. Those are all factor in to my thought process. And with that in mind, I think this one though, I like to start off with barrage sometimes, because it negates part of their terrain modifier. Now it brings it down to 10% when you look at that combat preview. And with that, we can now take our spearmen this way to help escort our settler. Meanwhile, this scout, let's go ahead and uncover these tiles here. We can probably do it from, this is all code. Oh, this is a lake. This is actually pretty nice. I think though we can uncover all that we need from scouting this way. So this settler here, we want to bring here, go here. Okay, that's good. And yeah, I want those truffles, gosh darn it. Give me the truffles. Chop down a forest. Yes, do it. Boom. 7 turns now. But now it'll go down more after the next. And also, oh yeah, we can't let that hill roll through pop. Everything else looks normal. I don't think I'm missing anything. I could be wrong. Panama City seeks investors. I don't have any money. Okay. Spearman. I think this hill, right? Isn't that what we're saying? Aren't we all of us in agreement? I think we are. Go here. Oh, if there was no, it wouldn't matter. I think this is the right choice. It'll piss off the Netherlands, but you know what? Screw the Netherlands, honestly. No, not really, of course. What about this archer? I forget that I actually have quite a bit of combat strength against city-states, so... But I'm glad I used him to help clear that encampment. Oh, you know what I should be doing? I should be bringing him towards this encampment, which is a city-state quest. So really, I do think probably that actually making peace with Leventa and using them as a buffer between myself and our Ashurbanipal is probably this better and safer choice. But now, okay, also, I gotta think for a second. I think what I want to do here is actually improve the camp resource first. This is a more workable tile. than the incense. 6 more turns on a cellar. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I forgot to do something, but maybe I'm wrong. I was wrong one time. I know. Let's see. Let's go here. Okay, so we're protected. Let's just verify, is this the tile we want? Why is this the tile we want? Oh, and this is a giant lake. I actually didn't even take that into consideration. So hopefully we can grab at least, at least those hills. And settling here, I'll be only one tile out from those hills. So I think I like this settlement spot. And meanwhile, I'm gonna send this dude over here towards that encampment. One tile at a time though, because we're responsible. And we're gonna take this scout and go here. Okay, so there's the rest of Rotterdam. Pretty attackable city, honestly. It'd be really good to, but it's such a terrible city that it's like, it's really one of, actually, it's funny, I haven't really taken a look, but it's really abysmal. I guess it does have floodplains, actually. When I look at its outer tiles, it's not as bad, but it's kind of bad. Look at how big that lake is. It's really big. What are they saying here? Did I already? Oh, they want a great profit. Well, so do I. I also want a great profit, and I wish I was generating more faith. And I was thinking to myself that maybe building a granary in this city was actually a mistake in retrospect. Building a shrine maybe have been better, but whatever. But whatever is what I say. All right. Let's go ahead and take this hill. Okay, there is the Dutch capital of Amsterdam. They're quite close. And they have composite bowmen. Hopefully they don't declare war on us like right away. That would be really crappy and sad. Let's go ahead to try to clear that encampment first. And prepare to piss off the Dutch. Settled. Kind of makes me wonder why I held off growing this city if I'm already going unhappy. Honestly, I might as well just go deeper in unhappiness, but I didn't want to hurt my production. I don't know. And we'll start on a granary for you, and you working with Victoria. Let me think. So if I go, what will that really affect? The next thing that I'm going to build here is a granary for growth. But I would like to grow pretty much as quickly as possible. I don't want to hurt my production, I suppose. So I don't know. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. Honestly, I think I'm going to let this city just grow and get the production from it since we're already unhappy. Maybe that was the move to do anyway, but hey. What can you do? Alright, so now with this guy, let's go help clear that encampment, and then he'll probably have to come right back. Let's garrison him. Save on that gold per turn. And yeah, cool. Alrighty. Askia has completed Stonehenge. Hey, barbarian. It's not very nice. Go here. Hey, we met Belgrade. Militaristic, and they have gold, and that's cool. Alright, now, I am going to shoot you. Boom. Plus 2 XP. Also, this city grew. We're even more unhappy. Yep, work the hill. But that's funny. See, we're actually growing in spite of the unhappiness from Lake Victoria. Netherlands are protecting Belgrade. We met them. Espia's Stonehenge, the Spearman's healing, he's making a farm. Yeah, granaries, everything's looking groovy there. We grew out to the wheat already, that's sweet. See, we're actually going to grow out to that marble really quickly. So,
geloof dat ik iets heb wat u enig belang zal inboezemen.
Okay, so usually when they offer you a declaration of friendship like that, it means they're going to settle a city right in your effing face, is what it means. But or they're gonna betray you. I want to buy this hill tile as quickly as possible. But the Netherlands, I don't believe are. They're not really much of a backstabber in my experience. So shoot the archer again, get some more experience. And how many turns away from the panel? 1 turn. Turfan, building the granary. Everybody's building granaries, settlers. Dude, I have nobody to. Oh yeah, I have this archer actually too. Okay, now we're gonna grab legalism, which will give us a free culture building in our first 4 cities, which is sweet. So now we have monuments, as you can see in Turfan. Oh, yep, Turfan capital, and here, Beshbalik. Okay. Settler in 2 turns. So what I want to do now, I think, okay, I definitely want to settle this tile, or let's see. This tile would grab all of the fish, but it would be off the river. I'm actually really tempted to settle on the incense here. That's kind of appealing to me. And then that Plains River will become a nice civil serve. We do lose 1 fish from that, but there could be something out there. I'm not sure. Of course, so let's actually kind of we probably want to avoid Laventa now that I think about it, because we're still at war with them, which I am very dubious about that being a good decision, but we're kind of committed now. So let's move our spearmen back. And Panama City wants a great musician. Oh, the camp will be done this turn. Boom, camp done. That's just now a 2-3 tile, and we're back to so now we're only -1 on happiness. Look at that. We're only slightly unhappy. It does stink because it's a lot of turns to spend unhappy, but what are you gonna do? Send your spearmen back. Go here. Shoot. Let's meet this city-state. Florence, cool. This is probably about the edge of the continent. Let's take this hill. At this point now, I just want to see everything I can see. We've met Florence. We discovered Calendar. The deal where that's funny because I actually forgot. Oh, that's funny. See, I didn't even. Right. Okay. Cool. So they want furs, and then after we hopefully clear this encampment, we're going to become their ally, which kind of might help us actually take Laventa, because Laventa will then go to war with Singapore. So now what I'm thinking is I want to grab a watermill. I also want to think about my libraries in my cities. So granary, in fact, we could start on one right away in Beshbalik and just get it done. And that's what I like to do in my satellite cities. Just get a library out of the way. I can start on one right now if I complete writing. So I think I'm going to do that. Oh, I think I'm going to do that. We should go here, start on a plantation. Look at that. Somebody cleared. Oh man, I got very lucky. Boom. Wow, that's awesome. And it was okay. So yeah, now they've declared war on Laventa. They're our ally, and we have now have 9 happiness from the gems, the jewelry, them being mercantile. We'll also get horses, which could actually help us a lot in this game. Let's actually now readjust our tiles now that we can grow, and also consider the purchasing of some tiles. This tile I think is actually crucial to purchase for this city. It'll be a 2-2 tile later. Of course, it's hard to spend that amount of gold. Let me think for a moment about what I want to do. I do want to uncover as much of the rest of this continent as I can with this scout. At the same time, I don't want to like piss everyone off permanently. Let's go here. It's fine. And then, yeah, now, oh look, they actually have one of Singapore's workers too, so if we can get that worker back. Okay, let's play responsibly here, and just move 1 tile. I don't want to get him taken, even though there probably shouldn't be any encampment down there. Actually, here, we'll move him here, and then he can be with our spearmen the next turn. I think that's just better. Temple of Artemis is still around. Oh, but we're working all 3 hills. Okay, let's get our city back to growing now. and would start in on a granary. And the other thing I'm thinking about here is buying that hill, which I just think it would be really good for this city. I think I'm just gonna do it. I mean, so I just want it. And now that will prevent the Dutch from getting that. In this city, yeah, I like that purchase. It's gonna be our one civil service tile really for this city. It's that hill next to the lake, our one freshwater tile. And I've been trying to claim tiles when they're there to be to claim. Okay, I think that's everything this turn. We're starting on a granary. The other thing I was thinking about before I continue on though is I could start on archers. We want to take the Venta kind of. This is kind of an opportune time, so I think I could potentially take it with just archers and spearmen here. Let me think for a moment if I can fit in a granary or not. Whether it's necessary to fit in a granary right here. It probably is because here also, I can work the wheat tile. I'm glad I noticed that. Oh, what am I doing? My tile selection is very bad. Okay, those are much, much better. Okay. What am I checking right now? Writing. So I'd go writing and then I'd like to go into the wheel. And into, I mean, I could go early construction, but again, I kind of don't think that's the way here. So I think I'm gonna grab a granary to start, and then we'll take it from there. That's kind of the safe bet here. Okay, let's see if we can grab that worker from that barbarian. I bet we can. Actually, I really want to grab that, so let's go. I also should make sure that my settler can settle that city in a quick way. I think I'm gonna risk it because we cleared that encampment. Now what we can do here, I actually want to kind of block Singapore. Oh no! Oh, I zone of control myself. That's okay. That was really stupid though, honestly. That was really stupid. I knew it right when I did it. Okay, boo. Okay, I'm not gonna go on tilt from that. Singapore requests help. Paizo is undertaking religious. Yeah, they want religion. You guys know the deal. It's all the same stuff. This city. Oh, that's funny. We're growing in spite of working the hill in this city. Huh. Crazy and awesome. Okay, this looks fine. That was so stupid. I can't believe I did that. And also I should watch out for La Venta too. Alright. Let's send the scout a little bit. I could uncover whatever's there in Florence, but I don't think that's very efficient, honestly. Hopefully I can just settle that tile without any barbarians screwing around. Looks like I can. That's pretty sweet. I'm excited about that. We'll grab the plantation. We should also be looking for trades. We could trade for citrus, but we're actually going to get citrus easily in Beshbalik. So really we don't need to. Oh, also we should watch for potentially going out to those horses. We're not going to let that... we're going to be able to kill that. Yep. Boom. Okay, this is actually tough because that worker would benefit me a lot, but I think I'm just going to gain this kind of permanent alliance now with Singapore. So Singapore now is our ally for 131 over 60 turns, so unless somebody gets more influence than us, we're going to be their ally for a long, long time. That's a ton of happiness, which is really awesome for Lake Victoria City. So I feel good about that. Meanwhile, with Lake Victoria, we can work that hill and still grow in 8 turns. So I like that. I think that's the best tile that works for now. Meanwhile, here, oh yeah, here, we can settle this city now. There are no barbarians. Let me just make sure. I think this is the city, the spot I want to settle it on. It'll grab us all of the resources, except for this fish, which is totally fine. So I like this coastal city. And it's on a river, which is great. Oh, I hit enter without, what else happened? Yeah, you brew, trespassing, I know that. And I will need workers, though. That's for dang sure. I should be paying more attention to that problem in general. Let's go ahead and send our scout back. I should be checking the time here. I'm trying to break this up into hour allotments, but I haven't even come close. Look at that Assyrian city. That is pretty funny. I wonder what their deal is. So we have plus 30% combat strength against this city state. I'm going to heal up here. Keep my archer there and just kind of see what we can do. I don't want to lose any units early, but I forget that that's such a high bonus against city-states. So let's heal up. Settle. Oh, and now we actually can trade if we want to. Can we see? Oh, we do have +1 sight. Oh, but that's a forested hill. Let's go this way. And we discovered writing. Core Plum wants copper. Yeah, religion was founded. I wonder what tenets or beliefs they took. Probably something we want. Cathedrals. Okay. Actually, +1 culture for every 5 followers, faith and stories. Hey, that's cool. Actually, that's not the worst. Okay. You know, I'm kind of actually thinking here. I don't know what I just grabbed. Probably writing. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of thinking about Oracle in this game as well. My capital is pretty dang good. So let's see. After a granary, I would think that I would want some archers and potentially composite bowmen and potentially even early roads. I'm kind of thinking the wheel is the right choice here. I also will need, let me think, the wheel, and then into philosophy. That is, I think, a good order, or potentially masonry construction if need be. I don't usually even try for hanging gardens on Deity, and then in our last city we'll go straight library. And, yeah, that's looking all good. Okay. Making sure I'm not screwing up in some way, but I don't think so. This city needs some growth. What was just built? Temple of Artemis. What turn is it? 49? Kind of, not late, I guess, Temple of Artemis. But that's a wonder. I sure do wish I could build more often. I want to see if I can sneak through this land. Ideal, okay, yeah, so embassy to Ashurbani Palace ended. That's totally cool. And now we do have oh no, once we improve this instance we'll have it for trade, which is now. So do I want to sell it for gold per turn? Perhaps I can sell it to the Netherlands. Yes, I can. I'm gonna sell it to them for 240 gold. Right, isn't that the amount on standard speed? Yes it is, yeah, yep, 240 gold.
Heel goed.
Or is it 260? I think it's 240 though. I think so, right? 240, 120. Yeah, 360 on Epic, so it'd have to be 240. So with that gold now too, I can kind of have some options here. The first thing I'm thinking, obviously, maybe not obviously, but is to purchase these horses. Although we'll potentially grow out to those horses in a couple turns, so that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'd like to purchase a worker. I can't remember how much stuff is on worker is 310. Oh, nice. We're very close to a worker, and I think I would like to purchase one. An archer would also be a possibility. In fact, a very distinct possibility, as I could. An archer's only like 200 too, or another spearman. Let me think for a second. If I want to take Laventa, I probably want to take it pretty quickly. But man, a worker would be so beneficial as far as just getting all these tiles up and running. So if I think I'm going to purchase an archer though. My line of reasoning, and then we'll build the worker. Although, yeah, because I can get the archer, get these guys going quicker. You know, get him moving literally moving towards Laventa. I feel like on standard speed, what people with pointy sticks, yeah, we have the least, we know. on standard speed. Here, let's test the damage now from Leventa with our spearmen. Fortify the archer for a turn. Go here. I'm gonna just risk it. Hopefully they don't buy that tile. Otherwise, I'm screwed. And then with this, darn it, Panama City grew out to those horses. Let's go ahead now and go grab. We'll get a granary. I should probably improve my capital resources first, especially if I want to grab Oracle. Yeah, I'm gonna go improve the wheat first, honestly. The wheat or the horses, potentially the horses for gold per turn and production. Okay, nice. Let's move in. Oh, look at that. Yeah, look at that. I think this is the right choice. Bring in this other archer for some support if need be. Fortify the spearmen on the rough terrain tile. Get the scout out. That's all awesome. And, ooh, Beshbalik wants truffles. Truffles are within our city boundary, so that would give us a King Dame Beshbalik, which is already going to grow so fast. I don't even know if I've missed a growth. I haven't. Grows in 2 turns. And then in Beshbalik, we'll grab a library. And yeah, we're going to get right to National College too, which will be really nice. First though, let's grab the wheat. I want to just get my capital rolling. And we'll take Leventa here hopefully shortly, and then I should call it a day as far as my stream goes, or my recording here. Also, I should change the city's tiles. No, it's all the same as far as that goes. We're going to be hurting on some early growth here, but that's okay. Nice, okay, our spearman's doing well. I just need to move this guy here and shoot. Let's go here and here. I'm glad I bought that archer. It should really speed up that process. Let's let's build a farm on the wheat. We have grown out to the horses, so let's work the horses. 3 and 1 on that city. Sia is 4 turns and only 71 more turns on the library. And then 14, 3 and 1, and 1, 5 and 8 on Turfan in terms of growth, population growth, and production towards our next building. Okay, now we need to really get this done quickly so that we can. Oh, is that a river? Oh, it's not a river. For some reason, I thought it was a river. Okay, start attacking Leventa, and Beshbalik has grown. And it's okay to work the ivory, really. Lake Victoria allows us that flexibility. And we're already at 113 gold. I don't even know how I got that much gold that quickly. That's cool. Yeah, let's take our scout this way. So Beshbalik has 4 citizens. We've discovered the wheel. And now we're going to grab... Maybe this is where I may take a break. Honestly, I'm sure I've recorded for an hour, and I can ponder... my next tech selection choice, which is of course I keep saying of course, but actually it's not a given. It's not even a given to me, really. I'm not so much of an expert that everything is of course, but I'm considering masonry towards construction for composite bowmen, or philosophy. I think it's going to be philosophy for the National College and the Oracle. I would like to try for Oracle this game. That I think will be nice. When I look at my empire here, I'm very, very satisfied, except for that being neighbors with Assyria. When we come back to this game, when I have time away, I want to consider perhaps trying to pay Assyria to go to war with someone else, or potentially paying someone else to go to war with Assyria, or we'll need to build up our own military. Because Ashurbanipal is quite aggressive. He has settled. If we take Leventa, I don't want to take that for granted, then he will want to declare war on us. He will want that land. Beshbalik is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful city. I actually can see that, which almost never in tradition games that I do this, but I could honestly see that being a guild city. I mean, its population is just going to be immense. Look at this: bananas, citrus, deer, ivory, horses, gems, sheep. Could this spot have been optimized even? Perhaps so. You know, I'm playing pretty quick, and I didn't want to settle any more tiles away from my capital, honestly. Um, and I am pleased with the settling of Turfan. It will provide a block toward the Netherlands, who are not afraid to just settle right up in your face, certainly in my games. And I'll wrap it up by looking at demographics, which doesn't really show you much on Deity. You're going to be last in almost everything, but land is actually, I feel, a good indicator on Deity as to how well you're doing. Generally, having a lot of land will eventually make you catch up in crop yield, manufactured goods, which are very important in my opinion on Deity, manufactured goods, gold per turn, and the like. So that is that. And thank you for watching, whoever may have watched, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, you know, I said bye-bye, but actually I haven't even stopped the recording, and I don't know how to edit these things, and who knows if I'll learn, but now I stop recording, and so now for real, goodbye.